Luke chapter 16 verse 10. One who is faithful in a very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in a very little is also dishonest in much. Stewardship is a task and responsibility to manage, maintain, and watch over someone else's belongings. If we use business or company as an analogy, God is the company's owner, and He has made all of us managers of His creations. Do not forget that all in our hands are from God, through God, and for God. Remember that God is the owner of our lives, but I am given the freedom to manage it. All belongs to God, I am the manager. The reward of trust is more trust. When we are faithful and loyal in managing what is in our hand by giving it back for the glory of God, we will be trusted with much bigger things. I have held many things in my hands, and I have lost them all. But whatever I have placed in God's hands, that I still possess. An abuse is misuse of power or ownership. In a company or an organization, when the owner and the management both have two different directions, surely there will be conflict within the organization. We will lose what we cannot manage. Whatever happens today or in the future, as long as we have been faithful in managing and surrendering ourselves fully to God, God will personally guard your life. We will not worry or be overly disappointed when what we own in this world is gone someday. To steward is to maximize our potentials. This is our responsibility as the steward, to make our life better than before, to move forward and become more responsible. Your call will become clear as your mind is transformed by the reading of Scripture and the internal work of God's Spirit. The Lord never hides His will from us. In time, as you obey the call first to follow, your destiny will unfold before you. The difficulty will lie in keeping other concerns from diverting your attention. I am your servant to do your will, and that will is sweeter to me than position or riches or fame, and I choose it above all things on earth or in heaven. The only way to know God's will in our life is through divine and intimate relationship with the owner of our life. Divine relationship will always produce faithful stewardship. 3 things that we can manage in our life. 1. Our physical and spiritual well-being. Spiritual. By reading the Scriptures, and pursuing His presence, and by being in a community of believers. Physical. To have a healthy mental and life, to eat healthy and exercise, stay away from toxic relationships and things. 2. Things that influence us. We are the sum of our influences. We are shaped by the things we prefer and love. What are things you allow to enter into your life that you know is not beneficial for you? 3. Our blessings. Before you complain, remember the days you prayed for what you have now. We can wake up every morning, can take a good breath every time, and can enjoy our days with our loved ones. That is a miracle. We don't give our lives to get a blessing. We give our lives to be a blessing. Give up ownership. Understand that this life is not mine. God is the owner, I am the manager. Let us live by surrendering our life entirely to God's hand.